Hey guys, Will here with MediaPlace, and in this video we're going to go over AI cloning. So let's go ahead and dive in so I can show you how it works. All right, so I'm on the AI cloning page, and you can navigate here by going to your side panel here, and under AI, you'll see AI cloning. All right, so the first thing is we need to train the AI to the images that we want to use. So this is how it works at a high level. So we need to select 10 to 15 photos of the subject we want to replicate, and then we'll click Start Training at the bottom, which is down here. And then, the training may take a few hours, but you will get an email notification when that training is done. So it kind of alerts you, say, hey, training's done. Now you can get in here, click on the generate tab, and you'll be able to start creating images of your subject. All right, so let's walk through this so you can see how it works. So up at the top, we have an identity. So this is where you can give it a name. So I'm going to go ahead and call this guy Sam, and you choose whether this is a male or female character. And up here's where you choose your ethnicity. I'm just going to leave it as white because my Sam character is white. And here's where you're going to choose your source images. All right. So I'm going to click here to add images, and you can navigate to any of your synced media inside of MediaPlace. So I'm going to go to my AI cloning folder, and I've got these images of Sam. So I'm going to go ahead and select all these guys here. Or I could also hold shift and select there if I need to. So I've got my 10 photos, and up at the top left, you'll see confirm selected. So I'm going to select that pink guy right there. And now my images have been loaded. All right, so one thing to note too is that some photo requirements that you may want to take into account for better photos, for better training, is make sure that when you upload selfies that they're well lit at eye level. You've got a variety, so includes photos with different outfits and different backgrounds, more recent photos, preferably within the last 6 months, kind of help generate a more accurate representation. And then clarity, right? So photos should be taken from good distance, ideally waist up. And then there are some things you don't want to do, which is you don't want low quality photos, no revealing clothing, no accessories. So avoid hats and sunglasses, headphones, things like that. And then no unnatural angles. So avoid photos with odd angles or looking away. All right. So stuff to keep in mind for training. All right. And so then once you've got your images in there, you're going to click Start Training, and then it's going to prompt you and let you know that it has started to take effect. All right. So once you got there, you'll get a message that says training initiated. And then your request has been successfully submitted and it has started, and you'll receive an email notification once it's complete. And go ahead and say, got it. All right. So I've already got these Sam character generated. So I'm going to come over to my generate tab. Say you got the email already. You come back into MediaPlace and you go to your generate page now. And you'll see here, I have my identity for Sam. And if you have multiple identities, you could have multiple characters in there, right? And again, so here's some of the images that I've created for Sam, right? Which is pretty cool. So these are all stock, right? In a sense where I just kind of generically created some things for him to put him in different environments. And so maybe you uploaded 10 pictures of yourself. You could then describe your image that you want, and it will generate that version of you doing those said actions, right? So of course, if you don't know what to say and you don't know what to do, you can go to the Inspire Me tab right here. Open this up. Kind of gives you some options here for this male character. So let's go with, I'm going to say this LA summer suit, right? I'm going to go in there. So there it says a man in Los Angeles wearing a linen suit, palm trees in the background, face visible and calm. So it's going to use the trained character for Sam to generate these images now. So I'm going to click on how many images do I want? I want 2 options, and I'm going to do the resolution of 1 by 1. And here's where you can choose your style. So let's make this let's do candid photography for this one. And then let's go ahead and generate those images down the bottom left. And once I click generate, you'll see it has the little star snowflakes, kind of letting you know that there's something going on in the background. And once that generates, they'll populate here in your images section here for Sam, or for your character for that matter. All right, so now I have my 2 generated images that I asked it to do, and it's got him in a wearing a linen suit with palm trees in the background, and his face is visible and calm. So these are awesome images that it generated based off of the training of the images that I created, right? So it's a really cool feature inside of MediaPlace, and you can really kind of create some really fun and interesting photos, and then incorporate them into your projects and your presentations. Work with clients on creating cool little characters for them for their needs. So again, if you wanted to save these, you could then hit save them to one of your synchronized folders within MediaPlace. Let's take my files, for example, or you could export them out to disk. If you want to maybe send it to your client, they have a hard drive, they hooked into their external hard drive to your computer. You could export that to their drive as well, and go from there. All right, again, if you don't like the options you get from here, you could obviously use that prompt again and then cater it more specific in your text box here and be more specific, or take away, you know what, I don't want him to wear a linen suit. I want him to wear a black suit, and you can change things up. But again, it's going to use, when you're in AI cloning, it's going to use the model that you've trained to generate for that person, right? Everything else you can change out using those text prompts, right? So super powerful, super good stuff built right into MediaPlace. All right, so hopefully you got some really cool quick tips out of this. This is AI cloning within MediaPlace. As always, stay tuned for future tutorials and keep creating.